Hey everyone, it's Birth Review Organ here, and this is my review for the Banshees of Inisherin, the new film directed by Martin McDonagh and starring Colin Farrell, Brendan Gleeson, Kerry Condon, and Barry Keoghan in the lead roles. Now I'm going to preface by saying there will be spoilers in this review, so if you don't want to watch the rest of the review, I'll give you the rating. It's 10 out of 10, it's one of my favorites of this year, and stop watching this review now because I'm going to start talking about spoilers. Now, this movie is an incredibly well done dramedy. I really loved it. I think that the story was well done. The cinematography is so beautiful in this film, and the characters are so lively and so well written. You really get a feeling as to what these characters are as people within the first 5 minutes of the movie, and that's a really great trait about a really good screenwriter and director who is Martin McDonagh. He's also done films like In Bruges, Seven Psychopaths, and Three Billboards, and I would say, maybe it's a controversial take, I'd say this is probably his best ever work because it's such a simple idea. It's about two people that have a falling out within the first 5 minutes of the film, and from then on, it's the animosity, this kind of like pettiness between each other that drives into a disturbing avenue and somewhere that you'd never see coming. And you see a beautiful friendship that could have been falling into this like very hardship drama that between two individuals that don't even need that drama in the first place, but because of the misunderstanding between the two, they pretty much become enemies by the end of the film. And it's a very beautiful film because like I really love the character played by Colin Farrell. He's such an innocent character, and he doesn't understand why the older gentleman played by Brendan Gleeson doesn't want to be his friend anymore. And, you know, when he gives him the reason, it's so hard for him to like take in because he feels like he needs to help his friend or his ex-friend, while the older gentleman just wants to live a life where he feels like he has more control over it and doesn't want any like, boring talks or kind of like stressful talks with the younger gentleman played by Colin Farrell. And it's sad because you do understand the justification between both sides. You understand why one side wants to still be friends and why the other side doesn't want to be friends still. And it just makes you laugh and also makes you kind of depressed because like both people have points and it's kind of justifiable so as to why they act the way that they do act. And it's just incredibly well done. Like I loved every single moment about this movie. And it takes a very gory and disturbing route by the halfway point, and it kind of shocks you in a certain way, but it makes sense. And it's just one of those movies that kind of makes you sit back and say like, wow, this is great cinema and great storytelling. And yeah, I give it a 10 out of 10. It's just an incredibly well done movie. One of my favorites of the year. Please do watch it in theaters. It's playing right now. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts on the Banshees of Inisherin.